when on tour, do you have a special, routine for warming up and things like that, or do you just go on stage and just do it?
I literally just go on stage and just do it. I wish sometimes I could have the privilege of a sound check like today, but it's very rare. I do like, sometimes it's good to just go and just flow with whatever comes out, because it's just about you being you. I think sometimes preparing things can just make things a little bit unnatural, and when you just go with the flow in these sort of clinics and warming up and all that stuff, I try not to over warm up, because then you just drain for the next, for what you're about to do on stage, and your message doesn't come across as well. With me, it's just I tend to have like maybe a 5-10 minute burnout, and then whether I'm in the back in the dressing room and just releasing stress on my jacket, But yeah, it's just play straight away. Yeah.
Your recent album has just been released, right?
Yeah.
3 weeks ago, something like that?
Yeah, I think 2 weeks ago now.
Yeah. Thoughts, right? The title.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
So, what's next? What are you going to do with this album, and what's coming?
Oh yeah, well, basically, I'm already really chuffed with this. It's been like 2.5 years of work for me, in and out, because I've been doing pop gigs in between. So now that I've had the chance to focus on this, I'm going to try and campaign it through the tour. So, this is my first ever world tour. So I'm in Poland today, and tomorrow I will do this clinic.
It off.
Yeah, well, yeah, I'm pretty much starting it off, and I'm really excited to it, and to do it, and the following day I'll be in Netherlands, then taking that to Scotland, and then taking it to Beijing Drum Summit, and then finishing with Tam Tam Festival, and hopefully BeatIt. So we'll I'm pushing the album basically, and it's been such a great response with the other two. I just thought I wanted to make this third album a bit more special, have some of my favorite musicians and good friends involved in it, and also just lift it up a bit more in musical influence, because I feel that when you make an album from, I don't know, 5-6 years back, you're obviously going to grow. We all grow as individuals, so I thought, why not do this in my music? And I personally feel that I've grown, because I've always learned. I'm forever learning. I started getting into, for my third album, I started getting into listening more into cinematic music. I love Hans Zimmer to the fullest, and there's a lot of influence in that. But then I love R&B, and I love hip hop, and I love funk, and I love soul, and I love fusion. But I was like, why not make an album with everything?
Yeah.
Why not address this to the whole world, whether you're 5 years old, whether you're 50 or 60? And I've been really fortunate to have a lot of young kids play these tracks up until just in the 40s, 50s. The adults playing it, and it's universal. And I'm really grateful for this opportunity to be able to take this now across the countries and share my music, and also hopefully for them to feel inspired and share that along with me, and I can share with them as well. So yeah,
good. And pop gigs wise, what's coming next?
There's one coming up. I can't say, unfortunately.
Okay.
I wish I could, but I can't say. It's just the drummer's or the musician's code. It's just, as Dennis Chambers said once, it brings bad luck.
Right.
But I do have one thing coming up. But you know, I love playing pop regardless. When I get the opportunity, it's always an experience. I mean, when you get to play with a band, it's very special. You know, the clinic side of things, you know, you're doing things by yourself, but it's always a privilege to play along with your fellow band members and touring with those guys. But you know, it's been great. I mean, I used to play with Jessie Ware, and also Sinead Harnett. You know, I have loads of friends that I tend to do a few pop gigs with. I'm currently covered for a friend of mine who plays for Wilkinson, and I covered for him for V Festival, and it was fantastic, you know. So pop gigs wise for the future, you know, you'll find out soon. So
Okay, so
yeah.
best of luck with those plans,
Thank you.
and good luck tomorrow.
Thank you.
Thank you for your time,
Thank you very much.
and
Paul.
hope to see you somewhere next time.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
Thanks a lot.
Cool.